Hello folks, here we are again, progressing along towards fitting the neck onto the violin. So, I did a lot of careful fitting, used my little fancy little jig that I had made here with felt to strap it all in and try and get the right measurements. So what I ended up doing was I took about 5 millimeters off the heel of the neck here, and the saw, this little Japanese saw, worked just fantastically. Nice even clean little cut. Here's the nub that I took off. So I've done some, again, more careful measuring, and I'll try to show you here. Hopefully you can see it. I have put my marks in here where I'll have to cut out this mortise. And so basically I'm taking about 6 millimeters off of this little chunk here, and therefore the neck will slide in about 6 millimeters, which coincidentally is about the distance that I need to move the fingerboard in to match up with the top of the violin. So it doesn't really look like I'm going to have to do very much trimming on the heel here at all. I did, like I said, I took 5 millimeters off of here, and may have to do a little bit more. Might have to change the angle a little bit more. So I'm going to try to do the cutting mostly with the X-Acto knife and the chisel on this, and try and get it as exacting as I can. So I'll use a straight edge, and I'll go cut along here. First step will be to take this little chunk off of the top. Now I have to be very careful to stay inside the lines that I marked, because you can't add wood back in. So you can always enlarge it. You can always chisel it out bigger when you need to. And like they said, cut and measure and fit often. So that's what I'll be doing. Next time you see this, hopefully I'll have this mortise all chiseled out, and this will be fit in there, and possibly will be ready to glue. I guess we'll see when that time comes. That's all for now. So here we are, ready to start gluing this neck into place. Now I've got my little contraption all set up here, and I'm practicing, or have practiced my clamping procedure. And you may notice that my nut fell off, so I just had that spot glued on there, and that's fine. Don't really need that guy right now anyways. So I'm going to take it apart here and show you some of the things that I came across while I was doing this. So you'll see that I have a mortise cut out here, and I had to do quite a bit of trimming and shaping and angle. One thing I noticed here, I watched a fellow on YouTube fitting a neck. He did it all with a chisel and an X-Acto knife, and man, he made it look so easy. But it's anything but. I found that there are so many different angles and so many things going on here that every time you change one little thing, then something else changes. So I didn't get quite the nice, really snug fit that the fellow on YouTube got, but it everything seems to be lining up, and we're ready to go. So we'll give the glue an hour or so to warm up, and then we'll nail her in place. All right, it's time for the moment of truth. We're going to glue things into place here, and it's a little bit of a nervous time. We'll see how well things turn out, I guess. I've got my glue pot nice and hot. The room's hot too. They tell you to work in a fairly warm environment so that the glue doesn't set too fast, too quickly. So I've got my clamp here all ready, and we are set to go. Unfortunately, I can't turn this so that you can see what I'm doing, since I'm right-handed here. You'll just have to trust me, I guess. We're on good and thick. Should squish out nicely. And we'll clean up the excess afterwards. Okay. Now we'll make them up. Okay. I'll make sure everything's squared up. And that looks to be about as good as we can get. So now I think I'll take and just fill a couple of spots with a